Welcome to Wealth Hustle 247 podcast, your trusted guide to financial literacy, business innovation, and entrepreneurial success. Learn how to grow your wealth, make informed decisions, and turn your ideas into profitable ventures.
In this AI-generated podcast, discover the 10 unbreakable rules for thriving in a service-based business. From delivering exceptional value to building client trust and scaling sustainably, these principles will help you stand out and succeed in any service industry.
Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're getting into something I know is relevant for a lot of you: how to actually really thrive in a service-based business.
Yeah, absolutely. Whether you're already deep in it or maybe just thinking about starting one.
Right. It can feel like a bit of a maze figuring out how to build something that, lasts and works.
Definitely. And that's why we looked at this source, 10 unbreakable rules to thrive in service-based business. Our mission here really is to pull out the core stuff for you.
Give you a shortcut, essentially.
Exactly. A quicker path to understanding what makes the difference, what leads to success and stability, and what can be a pretty fast-paced world.
Yeah, and the source offers these really foundational, practical ideas, stuff you can use no matter your niche.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, let's dig in. We're hoping for some really actionable takeaways for you today. First up, rule number 1, deliver value beyond expectations.
Okay, this is fundamental. The source makes it clear that just meeting expectations, well, it isn't really enough anymore. Not if you want to stand out.
Especially when clients have so many choices, right?
Precisely. And it gets interesting when you think about those little extra things, the unexpected touches that leave a real impression.
Like what specifically? The article mentioned some examples.
Right. Things like being really responsive, like super quick with answers.
Okay.
Or communication that feels personal, not just generic, like you're actually talking to them.
Yeah, I get that. And follow-ups too, right? Even after the job's done.
Yes. And those thoughtful gestures that show you genuinely care about their success. It's all about making that client feel really seen and valued.
And the outcome of all that?
Well, connected to the bigger picture. Doing this consistently, it's not just about being nice. It builds real loyalty, strong loyalty.
Makes sense.
And the source says these clients, the ones who feel that extra care, they're way more likely to become like advocates, raving fans who tell everyone.
Okay, that leads nicely into rule number 2, which is more inward-looking. Know your ideal client intimately. You hear this advice a lot.
We do, but the source really emphasizes the why. The core idea is, look, you just can't serve everyone effectively.
Right. Spreads you too thin.
Exactly. The source puts it bluntly. When you try to serve everyone, you serve no one well. So this rule is about building a very clear picture, a client avatar, they call it sometimes.
And that's more than just like age and job title.
Oh, much more. It's about their specific challenges, their pain points. What are they trying to achieve? What are their goals? Even how they make decisions about buying services like yours.
So understanding their stresses, their ambitions, their whole thought process around investing. Okay, and how does knowing that actually help your business day to day?
Well, that deep understanding, it becomes the bedrock for, well, almost everything. It lets you craft marketing messages that actually land, that resonate.
Okay.
You can design offers that directly solve their specific problems. And you even fine-tune how you deliver your service for them.
So when you really get them, your communication is better, your solutions fit perfectly.
Precisely. And ultimately, you attract and keep more of those truly ideal clients, the ones you actually want to work with.
Okay, rule 3. Build systems and processes early. Now, this might sound a bit dry compared to value in clients.
Maybe. But the article argues it's absolutely essential for growth. It uses this phrase, chaos kills momentum.
Strong words.
Yeah. And the key is putting repeatable, documented ways of doing things in place early on. Think about onboarding new clients.
Right.
How you actually deliver the service, how you follow up, even invoicing, which people often forget to systemize.
So for someone starting out, this could just be like writing down the steps, creating email templates.
Exactly. Start simple. Then maybe later it evolves into using CRM software, customer relationship management tools.
Got it. Or project management software.
Right. The point is to start simple and build it out as you grow and figure out what you need.
And the benefits of doing this early, what does the article highlight?
Several big ones. Fewer errors, for starters. When there's a process, things are less likely to get missed.
Makes sense.
It boosts efficiency, frees up your time, and, crucially for growth, good systems are what make scaling possible without everything falling apart.
The article mentions automation too, but with a caution.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
It suggests using automation smartly for streamlining tasks where it fits, but it also really stresses keeping that human touch where it counts.
Right, for the relationship building part.
Exactly. It's about finding that balance between efficiency and, well, being human.
Okay, rule 4 shifts the focus to us, the service provider. Master the art of personal branding. It feels like in service businesses, you are the brand often.
That's a really key insight. The source puts it simply, people buy people. Your personal brand, that's your reputation, your online presence, how you communicate, your authenticity. It's all tied up with your business success.
So much more than just a logo. It's who you are, how you show up online, offline. The source mentions sharing your story, values, expertise. Why is that important?
Well, sharing your story, your values, it helps build a connection. People get your why. They see if you align. Sharing your expertise, that builds trust.
Yeah.
It positions you as the authority, the person who really knows their stuff.
And being consistent everywhere reinforces that message.
Absolutely. Consistency keeps you top of mind and makes your brand feel reliable.
No, rule 5. This one feels like a big hurdle for many service providers. Price based on value, not time. Shifting away from hourly billing.
It's a huge shift in mindset for sure. The source highlights the limits of hourly rates, how they cap your earnings and kind of undervalue the actual results you deliver.
So the focus needs to be on value-based pricing.
That's the idea. Instead of charging for hours logged, you charge based on the outcomes, the transformation you provide for the client.
Okay, but how do you communicate that effectively? Because value can feel a bit abstract sometimes.
Yeah, clear communication is absolutely vital here. You have to spell out the benefits, the real-world impact your service will have. When clients really grasp the value they're getting, the potential ROI, well, they're often much more willing to invest more than if they're just watching the clock.
Got it. Okay, rule 6 circles back to the client again. Obsess over client experience. Obsess is a strong word.
It really is. And the source uses it deliberately, I think, to make the point that customer service isn't just a department. It's everything.
Woven into the whole business.
Exactly. From the very first time someone visits your website, through the entire service delivery, right up to how you communicate afterwards, every touch point.
So where should businesses focus to really nail that experience?
The article emphasizes getting feedback regularly. That's key.
And actually using the feedback, right? Not just collecting it.
Yes. Acting on it to improve things, making the whole process smooth, satisfying, from booking to communication to the service itself to follow up. That's what drives referrals and gets people coming back.
Okay, rule 7 is about endurance. Cultivate relentless consistency, not just flashes of brilliance, the article says.
Yeah, it's the long game. Building a great service business is usually a marathon, not a quick sprint. Yeah. And the source stresses that it's a consistent daily effort in communication, delivery, branding, client care that builds trust over time. Reliability becomes your calling card.
It's like the quiet engine just powering everything forward.
That's a good way to put it. Consistency equals dependability, and that's gold in client relationships.
Rule 8 focuses on self-improvement. Invest in your personal growth and skills. The idea being your business grows as you grow.
A really powerful point. The source encourages actively seeking ways to upgrade your skills, your mindset, your leadership abilities.
How? Like attending events, reading?
Yeah, things like industry events, dedicating time to reading, maybe getting coaching or mentorship, definitely staying on top of trends in your field.
And the direct benefit to the business.
Well, an entrepreneur who's always learning is just better equipped. You make smarter decisions, you adapt faster to market changes, and you inspire more confidence in your clients. Your growth fuels the business's growth.
Rule number 9 tackles resilience. Create multiple streams of leads. Relying on just one source sounds risky.
Oh, it absolutely is. The source points out how vulnerable that makes you if that one channel dries up.
Yeah, suddenly no new business.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it pushes for a diverse approach. The article lists several options. Referrals, obviously.
The best kind, usually.
Often, yes.
Okay.
Also social media, SEO, that's search engine optimization, helping people find you on Google.
Right.
Partnerships with other businesses, maybe public speaking, email marketing. Lots of avenues.
It's about building an ecosystem, really, so you're not reliant on just one thing.
Precisely. The main benefit is a steadier, more predictable flow of potential clients. It reduces those scary, quiet periods and makes your revenue more stable. And it protects you from channel-specific hiccups.
Okay, finally, Rule 10 adds a layer of meaning. Serve with purpose and passion, more than just the transaction.
Yes, The source suggests that when you genuinely care about your work, about your clients, people can feel it. It's palpable.
And that attracts the right kind of clients.
It does. It attracts people who resonate with your mission. And the article suggests a business driven by purpose, well, can make a bigger impact than just profit.
And that purpose, that why, that can become a differentiator, a unique selling point.
Absolutely. When your core mission connects with your audience, it sets you apart in a really powerful way, builds much deeper connections than just features or price.
So wrapping this up, it feels like thriving in a service business based on this deep dive into these 10 unbreakable rules. It's really a mix, isn't it?
It is. It's strategic thinking, definitely. Consistent action across all these areas we talked about.
Right.
And fundamentally, a genuine focus on your clients and the value you bring them.
While these rules might sound straightforward on their own,
Yeah, maybe individually these seem simple, but putting them all together consistently, that's where the power lies. That creates a really strong foundation.
for a business that's not just profitable, but sustainable, and maybe even fulfilling.
Exactly. Sustainable and rewarding.
So we'll leave you with this thought to ponder. Thinking about these 10 rules, which one jumps out at you right now? Which area might need a bit more focus in your own service business or the one you're planning?
And maybe consider how bringing more of that purpose, that passion we just talked about, how could that become your most powerful advantage?
That's it for today's episode of Wealth Hustle 247. Be sure to follow, like, comment, and share with others. Keep pushing toward your goals, and we'll see you in the next episode.